This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Alright, before we jump into another Core Set 2021 draft, I want to remind everyone my content's sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you're watching it on Twitch, you can click on their logo below in the panel below to take you to their store, and on YouTube, the link in the description below, you get Core Set 2021 and everything else Magic you could ever want, pretty much. So check them out. Okay. Alright, so Teferi's Ageless Insight is kind of challenging to build around and maybe a little bit of a win more card. I would like to make it work at some point, but I don't really want to first pick it here. I think what we're really looking at in this pack are two black cards, which are Sanctum of Stone Fangs and Liliana's Devotee. The Devotee is definitely like a crazy engine when you can really set it up and you have the mana lying around. Sanctum of Stone Fangs is just a powerful card that can serve as a win condition. And it's the only Sanctum that's really nice just to have one of, I think. And, you know, it has a real impact on races. Rousing Reed is also in the conversation. I've been pretty impressed with it overall. But yeah, it's really between these two. You know, this takes less effort to make work, but it's probably got a lower ceiling, but I think I'm still going to take it. I think I like it more overall. Okay, so I do like Seasoned Hallowblade a lot, and Lore Scale Coatl is a card I like, but we probably just take Eliminate. It's a great removal spell. I definitely think it's something we want here. Okay, so another great removal spell in black. And I think it's probably what we take. As I've said, I mean, it's you know, confirmation bias or something, but every time I've drafted black-green, it hasn't gone super well, like in our first draft today. And the Twin Blade Assassins is fine, but I think just taking a monocolored premium removal spell is better than taking a gold uncommon that's pretty good, but not, like, amazing. So we'll just take the Grasp here. We don't have any creatures yet, you know. Who needs them? Ooh, we do have Ghostlight here, though, a card I love. You know, I liked it in my set review, and it's been about as good as I expected it to be, which is quite good. Shock's here too, but the Ghostlight is definitely better. Just the tempo it gives you, the damage it adds in the air, it's just really impressive. Pteranodon's been a nice card as well, but we're taking the Ghostlight here. Okay, so we've had a pretty good first few packs. This one is not one of those, really. What we're looking at here is Indulgence versus Swiftwater Cliffs, basically. You know, this is nice if you can gain some life. If you can't, it's still kind of okay. But, you know, you do need to have a way to gain 3 or more life, and there's no guarantee we get that. Although, you know, black does have a shot at it. But these gain lands are pretty important to take just because they allow you to splash crazy things, and there's so little fixing in this format. And I think there's a decent chance we can pick one of these up if we want to. So I'm going to take a gain land here. Don't like Lofty Denial, obviously enough. Well, we do have a second Shrine here. You know, it's tempting to try to force the Shrine deck. I don't think I would advise it, unless we start seeing really late Shrines. But yeah. So, Protege, Anima, Arcanist, they're all fine cards. None of them are special, really. But they're all cards I would play. I'd probably take the Arcanist here. Yeah, I mean, you know, it sets up our spells a little. We don't have... I guess right now it only helps us cast Eliminate, but I'm okay with that. Okay, well, here's another Sanctum. The red Sanctum. Also, some very good white cards are still in this pack, and that does matter. Feat of Resistance is very good. Swift Response quite good as well. Here, I do think we take the Shrine, though, and see what happens here. If we can start seeing more Shrines, things might get interesting. So, Niambi's okay. You know, if we were going to be blue-white, you 100% player, but if you're not, it's kind of hard to do that. I mean, we could start taking gain lands and just try to force the Sanctums, but there's no guarantee we see more of them. Niambi's definitely the best card in this pack, but Read the Tides is fine. It's probably what I'm going to take. Yeah. Okay, so Fetid Imp and Caged Zombie are both nice. So here, I think I'm going to take... I mean, I think the Zombie's a better card. The Imp is nice, because it can, you know, block and trade with anything, whether it flies or not. But the Zombie has a very real effect. Okay, so Pitchburn Devils is probably better than Teferi's Protege. These white cards continue to tell us white is really open. And I do think that's something to keep our mind in, because both of these are very playable white cards. And better than Teferi's Protege, I think. Yeah, I'm going to grab this Gale Swooper. White just seems so open that I think it's worth speculating there on a pick. We'll take another Caged Zombie here. We could take a Jungle Hollow, but... Right, we'll take a land here for sure. And Unleash Fury. Okay. So, she's not very good in Limited. She's the kind of card people really overrate because they just imagine the ideal scenario with her, but it's just not going to happen very often. We probably just want Shipwreck Dowser here. We do have Eliminate and Grasp that it can get back, which is pretty nice. You know, we also have Read the Tides, but yeah, the Dowser's pretty good. I think it's better than Finishing Blow, which is fine, but this deck has legit enough aggro decks that playing a 5 mana, like, kill a creature spell sometimes feels really bad, which is nice, I think. It's nice to have real aggro decks. Hello, Swindler. We went 2 and 3 in our first draft, so trying to do a little better this time. Well, there's the Blue Sanctum. What are we giving up if we take the Blue Sanctum here? Not a whole lot. Nope. I mean, another Dowser. But, man. It's hard not to just grab the Sanctums here and try to make that work. And I do think we have... I think the blue and black ones are quite good. The Dowser is good and all, but it's hard to say no to a Sanctum when we've already got 2 of them, I think. Look at all those red cards. Library Larcenist isn't great. So, red could actually end up being our secondary color. It's something that could potentially happen. And what we're giving up picking, I mean, they're both fine, but Magmud is probably the best card in this pack. And we do have red in our deck already. So, it's like, which way do we want to go here? Just take a mediocre blue or black card or a better red card? Because black really doesn't look super open overall. I mean, we're going to play it mostly because we need the Black Sanctum, but I think there's a chance we don't. Take the Magmut and see what happens. And, you know, we continue to get good red cards here. It's hard to say no to Scorching Dragonfire, which is a great premium removal spell. So I think it's what we take here over some more mediocre blue cards and a mediocre black card. There's a land, but... Okay, so we do have, you know, we just took a few red cards and now we're seeing another Grasp of Darkness, which is a great black card. And it's probably what we take here over Thallid and stuff. Okay. So, we probably just take the land here. Caged Zombie's fine, but we have 3 shrines. I think we can be a pretty legit shrine deck with 3 shrines. I'd like to pick up 1 more to feel good about our situation. But I think taking lands over, you know, Caged Zombie and some other mediocre stuff is probably what we want to do at this point. Well, Chromatic Orrery is kind of funny. That's for sure. Here we probably just take a 2-drop. I'm not convinced we're really playing red. We're definitely splashing red for like Sanctum and Scorching Dragonfire. But I'm pretty sure at this point we're playing blue. And it's a decent 2-drop, so I think we'll take it. It is aggressive, so it's not ideal for this deck, perhaps, but I think it's okay. So Rise Again at this point can get back some interesting stuff. Wishcoin Crab is a nice defensive creature, potentially. We do have a gain land here, which, if we pick up more shrines, will be quite useful. Same thing for Meteorite. I think I'm going to take the gain land. Okay, so maybe this deck wants something more like Wall of Runes than it does Keen Glidemaster, since we're kind of planning on winning with shrines. Yeah, let's take the wall here. Okay, so decent red cards made it around, which isn't too surprising. We're going to grab Pitchburn Devils here. More decent red cards. Well, actually, really just one, and we'll take it. The other two aren't really playable in Limited. Well, that's not true. Keen Sight, Insight, or whatever it's called, is actually playable. So I think at this point, this is probably our deck. If we, yeah. One more shrine would be great. I would feel really good if we could get one more shrine. And don't give me the gold shrine, okay? Because playing that one is challenging, to say the least. So, decent red card, decent blue card. This does help us find shrines. You know, this doesn't actually fix for us at this point. I think I actually want to take Protege in this case. Alright. What can we get here? Oh my god. Isn't that frustrating when you get a Baneslayer Angel late? So, I think we're so far afield from playing white that it's not worth throwing out the rest of our draft for her, even as big of a bomb as she is. I don't think we can make that make sense in our deck, sadly. I think... Although, what am I giving up? And that is an important question. And I think what I'm really giving up here is nothing that good. Namely, like Wall of Runes, Glidemaster, Frost Breath. I guess we take her. I don't know that she's going to make the cut, and I'm in fact going to say for now that she will not make the cut, but it could happen. Okay, so Shock's nice. Teferi's Tutelage is nice. The white cards here aren't good enough to go into. Mistral Singer's fine. There's no fixing here of any kind. So, it's either the Tutelage or the Singer. I mean, the Sanctum of Calm Waters is quite good with the Tutelage, but other than that, we don't actually have that many ways to draw cards. Yeah, I mean, I would change my deck around for her if we start seeing white things worth taking. It's definitely worth considering. For sure. Like, we could definitely turn into, like, a blue-white deck, potentially, here. Yes, Jack, I'm aware Tutelage is a win condition. So are lots of other things. So, Finishing Blow's okay. Kind of, you know, it hasn't been quite as good as I expected. Fosby's Acolyte is good. Is it enough better than what we already have that we want to take it and see if Baneslayer works out? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so we do have another red Sanctum. Obviously, you can't have more than one in play, but it does increase the chances of us setting up Sanctum shenanigans. And I think I really want to do that because it seems wacky. It may not be the ideal thing to do here, but I think it's what we're going to do. Okay. Good red cards here. Our Immolator is great, for example. Havoc Gesture is quite good. Discontinuity is interesting for a deck like this one. Blood Glutton's worth looking at as a card that can sort of stall for us, in the sense that it can trade and gain us life. I think I'm going to take Discontinuity, though. We're kind of going off the rails here with a wacky deck, and might as well go out, you know? Go all out, is what I'm trying to say. So here I think we'll take an Arcanist. Yeah. first take inventory of the day, huh? So probably Fetid Imp here. Cards that trade for everything seem worth it when we're trying to shrine people. Yeah, none of these are that good for us, so I don't think we're going to go with the Baneslayer Angel route. We just didn't see the stuff that makes us want to do it overall. And we got another shrine, so I think I'm going to take a shock here. It might make the cut. I wouldn't mind picking up some random lands. Prismite does help us a little. So, in the end, we're only playing the middle two of these lands. So, we probably can't go, like, splash shock in this deck. This is definitely a deck that exists. Whether it's good will remain to be seen. So Blossoming Sands doesn't do anything for us. We'll take it anyway, I guess. In case, like, the White Shrine... I mean, we didn't see it, but maybe it gets past. I don't hate taking the Blood Glutton here. I don't hate the Rise Again, either. I mean, I need to look at my deck, but... Yeah, we definitely went wacky here. Definitely went wacky. Well, I think that's okay. We have discontinuity. Oh, that'll be funny. So, Rise Again isn't great here. I mean, I guess getting back Dowser or Ghostlight feels pretty good. But apart from that, I don't think I'm into it. So, we definitely don't want this many mountains, incidentally, or that few swamps, but we'll concern ourselves with that in a second. I mean, the crab might just be the cut. It is a very reasonable blocker, is the thing. It's either the crab or the wall. I guess I'd rather have the wall with Scry. Lowers my curve, too. So, I think we're only going to be running 3 mountains, or excuse me, 2 mountains. And I think we put in 2 more swamps. I mean, we need Grasp of Darkness to be online, right? So, this deck's wacky. Let's see if it's any good. I mean, if we could get 2 shrines in play, we probably win most games unless we're way behind. Like, that's probably just how it'll pan out. Of course, this is a shrineless hand. I do think we keep it, but it is kind of funny. Hey, there's a shrine. I could end the turn here. Let's do it. Let's end the turn. Well, I think I'm going to play the Protege here. Oh, no, I won't. If I draw a land next turn, I can play Sanctum and attack. And I think that matters. That's not good. Okay, well, what are you gonna do, you know? Alright, so we're just gonna take this 3. That's also not great news. Alright, so I think we try to get the Sanctum online here. If we do, we can potentially play Roaming Gaslight next turn. Yeah, oh, the spinner can block it anyway, huh? So, not really a good time to attack. Okay, so I could double block Truffle Snout, and preserving our life seems fairly important here. I'm just kind of scared if they have Titanic Growth or something, how hard they're going to blow us out. But I think we go for it. That doesn't quite blow us out is the good news. I mean, it's not good, but we do keep a creature alive. So that part's good. Alright, so I think we throw Swiftwater Cliffs away, which seems kind of crazy, but I'm sort of feeling like if we don't play our Roaming Ghostlight here, we're going to be in some serious trouble. So, you know, we do have the red shrine, and this is one of our red sources, but we pretty much have to play the Ghostlight this turn. And we'll use it to bounce Truffle Snout. Alright, so we take 3 here. Okay, that wall is actually pretty nice here. I'm leaning towards discarding Read the Tides. I can get it back later if I really want to. Let's scry. Okay, eliminate pretty good here too. Yeah, and then we'll play Caged Zombie as well. And this may have gotten our shields up enough to give us a chance. Especially because we know we're drawing Eliminate. Which we can use to... Man, why do you say destroy? Whose idea was that? Alright, so I think we... I guess it's better to make them discard a card if I'm wanting to block here. And I think I do want to. Yeah. They decided not to discard a card. Probably gonna kill this Truffle Snout with Eliminate. Oh. Yeah, I think we probably do discard Dismal Backwater here. I see why they didn't do it now, because they got to... Yeah, so this is an instant. I guess I can hold off on it. Yeah, so we'll wait. Not looking good, though. We need to hit our Black Sanctum to have a chance here. Yeah, that's not good. No attacks at all. That is not really what I was expecting. I think we kill the Visionary. I guess they were afraid of Prowess plus a removal spell, which is a reasonable thing to be afraid of. Too bad we don't have Kervek in this deck, huh? So, yeah, I think we play our Dowser now. Which does mean we're tapped out, but we can get back Eliminate. Not looking good, Shrine deck. Not looking good. Well, that's a big boy. This is 2 now. Do I just take 4 here? Yep, I think I'm going to. I think we're going to be a little too late. Now, I guess if we hit an island, we can at least make them skip their turn. We do not, though. This time we will discard a swamp. So, eliminate plus double prowess could be pretty nice here. I think it might do enough to keep us alive, at least. The question is whether I want to use it now so the Hallowblade has to tap down. I'd probably just use it to kill one of these tokens or something. Yeah, well, I mean, if we could get our other Sanctums, then it would be a lot more than a mana discarding engine. Alright, I think we just let them attack us. They know we have Eliminate. Yeah, okay. So, let's use Eliminate to kill this knight. Alright, so I think we assign a block here, jump block there, and trade here. Okay. Oh, of course. Yeah, I don't know how we survive now. Man, even drawing all those extra cards, we could not find another shrine. We had 3 left in our 17-card deck. We knew this deck was probably going to be bad since we kind of forced it. But I would at least like to get a couple shrines online, which I don't think is that far-fetched. Well, this hand is risky. We don't have good mana for the most part. I mean, I think we do keep it. Blue and black are our most common colors. And we have 2 shrines, right? So let's just give it a try. Okay, hitting double blue is good news. Well, we'll be able to discontinuity this game, most likely. See if our opponent can run us over before we really get things online. Well, that can definitely happen with 2 Magmuts. If we draw a mountain here, I'm going to be so happy. Give us our mountain! Then things will start getting interesting. We'll be able to kill these, gain life, all that stuff. Not sure what our opponent's doing. Maybe they disconnected. Well, it isn't exactly what I wanted, but I can accept it. I can at least trade for a Magma if that's what I want to do. Or at least make them use a removal spell. Either of those are acceptable-ish outcomes. By the end of whatever set that was with Ill-Gotten Inheritance, I realized I was wrong. So I do think this is even better than Ill-Gotten Inheritance. But I think Ill-Gotten Inheritance was good, is I guess what my point is. Ooh. Okay. Well, if they try to kill my Fetid Imp here, I do have Discontinuity as a weird combat counterspell. I could also use it to negate this life loss. So I'm pretty sure Ill-Gotten Inheritance was one of the Ravnica sets. Couldn't tell you which one, but pretty sure that's what it was. Come on, we have a wacky deck. Just let us draw well at least. We've had enough lands, early lands in this game. And it's not like we don't have removal in our deck. If we could draw an untapped mountain, an untapped red source, it's going to feel pretty good. Yeah, the shrines are funny. It would be nice to get more than one online. If we go 0-3 and get no shrines online, this will be an epic failure. Having to play our Dowser next turn and not, like, do anything else is rough, and that's what we're going to do here, it would appear. So, obviously enough, we can't do Death Touch this turn, but I think that's probably okay. So, I'm probably going to Discontinuity on their next turn, just in an attempt to not have bad things happen. You know, make them skip their turn. Hope we can hit our blue Sanctum or red mana. Yeah, this deck is definitely jank too. I mean, we're playing Discontinuity and 4 shrines, so. Okay. The fact our opponents being as passive as they are is pretty good news for us, I think. So I think if I draw a mountain, I just play Sanctum. But if I draw most other things, I'd probably still use Discontinuity. Yeah, I think that's what we do. So, is it worth attacking here when I know there won't be any ramifications? I mean, there will be. What I mean is, it won't matter that they can attack me back. There will be ramifications in the sense that they can block and kill stuff. I don't think we attack at all. So we're going to put a hold on... Right, discontinuity. God, if they have a counterspell here, I'm going to cry. I want you to know that. Okay. I can live with this. I have to wait a turn. I do probably stop playing lands now. Seems like a good plan to stop playing lands. Since next turn we can start doing 2 at a time with our Sanctum. Aww. What did he do to deserve that? I could have waited until they did something on their turn to cast Discontinuity. Might have been a little better, because then they would have potentially... Uh-oh. Things are getting scary now. Well, we're going to block one of them. Ooh, that's a pretty good draw. Because, yeah, so we can go Sanctum of Shattered Heights. Day 1. What do we kill? Probably the Larcenist. Yeah. Okay, so then we end our turn, and now we have a real shot here. We can grasp the Skimmer. We're draining them 2 life at a time now, and every land we draw is a shock, basically. So I guess I'm going to declare blockers first, see if anything happens. Get rid of that. Go to 10. I got rid of the Tide Skimmer most of all because I can't kill it right now with lands that I draw. It also works if I draw Sanctums. This is, you know, we have 2 copies of this one, and now we can discard it. I think we just hold on and do it at a later time. Yeah. See what happens here first. I guess I shouldn't say it's a shock because I can't hit my opponent, so... But, you know, costs 1 mana, does 2 damage to things. Come on, Shrines. Why are you looking at my lands? That concerns me a little. Alright, so they're going to attack. We're going to block. Do I just let this hit me for 2 here? I don't think so. We are pretty much out of gas, but a 4-point life swing every upkeep is very real. And even if we are out of gas, being able to shock every turn is pretty significant. Okay, so now we have Scorching Dragonfire. I still don't think I'm quite confident enough to like start attacking here. It just seems unnecessarily risky. So maybe they'll try to put an aura on this and we can Dragon Fire it, like a Rousing Reed. That'd be pretty good. They won't do that most likely because they have to know if I have a card in my hand, I can probably turn it into a shock. Man, I kind of have to kill the Larcenist now. Because I can't block and kill it. Yeah, so we're going to kill the Larcenist. Okay. 3, 6, 7. So chances are good that I draw a land, you know, so we're gonna draw 3 here. Or try to. If they have a counterspell here, that would be nasty. Hey, we're gonna get another Sanctum in play. We hold on to this land so that we can shock their guy. I think he's going to do 1 damage to us first, but... yeah, that's less than ideal. I think we can probably still outrace it, but... it is definitely less than ideal. Especially because we have our other Sanctum. Is this a May? Yeah, it is a May. That's nice, because... yeah. Alright, so... sure, it'll ping us for 1 before it dies. Yeah, maybe bouncing my creature in theirs would have been pretty sweet. So they're on a 2-turn clock now. What do they get back? Shock? Crash through? I think we just take... well, maybe I should chump block on the turn where I can actually do it. Yeah, I think I will. Next turn they're going to crash through, so... I won't be allowed to block effectively. Okay. We are going to draw all those cards. Thank you. So they're going to be dead next turn. I can do 3 at a time with lands now, so... and we'll play another zombie. I could drop them to 1 here just for fun, but seems unnecessary. Thanks for the sub, Sinister. It's been a while since I've seen you. Well, you know what? I did get my wish, which was to get the Sanctums online, and it looks like we're even going to win a game. So that feels good. Our opponent being as passive as they were in the early game really gave us the advantage. If they'd attacked us harder early, we would have been in a world of hurt. All right, I will be right back, and then we will continue with this wacky... Okay. Alright, I think this is a reasonable keep. We have all our colors. We have a 2-drop. Hopefully we don't end up with another Shipwreck Dowser that just is a 5-mana 3/3 prowess, but... you know. Oh, nice. We can curve out a little here. Maybe rely a little less on our shrines if we can actually play some early things. I just want to eliminate that guy. I don't think so. Although, maybe it sets up things better for just playing Sanctum of Calm Waters next turn, and it sets up my Dowser. Yeah, I changed my mind. Oh, that's painful. I can get it back is the good news. So I think we play the Sanctum here and just brace for a hit and hope we can hit a land this turn. I mean, even if we can hit a land, though, we're in some serious trouble against Rada. It hurts when you eliminate a 2-drop. That's pretty good, and then they play, like, one of the stronger cards in this set. Oh, good. Spore Web Weavers here, too. That seems cool. Well, crap. Kind of hoping I'd hit a land, but, you know, what are you going to do? Let's discard the Arcanist. Play a Mistral Singer. In the turn. Not looking good, though. We have to wait a couple of turns to... I mean, we have to hit another land for our Dowser. Oh, crap. Yeah, I mean, when you can get Garrick's Uprising just drawing you cards left and right, it's pretty gross. Do we go for a chump block here? I don't think so. I think we hold off on that for now. There's the 5th land we need. We do want double black, probably more than we want double blue. We can't kill her with the Imp. She has first strike when she attacks, sadly. It's tempting to try to play the red Sanctum, but I don't think it does enough right here. And I think that means I want to discard that. Play the Dowser. Get back, eliminate. I mean, that's our answer for her. Do we go to 7 here? Can I accept going to 7 here? I kind of think blocking with my Mistral Singer seems like a reasonable thing to do. Yeah. Oh, it has Trample, doesn't it? Yeah, never mind. Never mind. We'll just take 5. Freaking Trample, man. Probably just discard the Backwater here. Yeah. Then we go eliminate. And then what? Sanctum? It feels like I have the time to play the Sanctum, doesn't it? Has hexproof from blue, not protection. I think I'm gonna rumble here. That's not good news. Oh. All right. So whose value engine's gonna win? I mean, I would guess it'll be theirs. All right. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So we're gonna discard a caged zombie here. Yeah. Would we rather hold on to it? No, I think we want the glutton. Gaining life later is going to be very important. So we need to kill Jolreal. So I think we do that. Yeah. Discard this mountain. Gotta be a little less aggressive here, I think. I think I'm going to end up trading my Mistral Singer. That's not good. They're drawing so many cards. Like, overcoming them is no joke when they're drawing that many cards. Oh, man. The annoying thing is I can kill this token with a land that I draw. But going to 4 is so dangerous here. Even if I have Blood Glutton and I'm going to gain 3 on my turn. Yeah, we're going to trade. So, yeah, we're going to take action. Oh, that's a great draw. Those are several really good draws, actually. I think we lose Caged Zombie here. Play our friend the Ghostlight. Bounce that guy. And I think we hold on to this land so we know we have a shock ready to go, you know? It does mean they'll draw more cards. But, yeah. Not good. Yeah, here I will have to ping and grasp that Punisher. Okay. Well. Still think Blood Glutton's going to be useful at some point. Seems less likely our protege will be. So, yeah. Oh, I could have used Scorch too. But I can leave up mana, well, not exactly, but basically, to do it. I do think we actually... no, we don't. We just leave our mana up here. Okay. All right. We both have some insane value engine stuff going on, which is pretty fun. So I can do 3 at a time right now. Okay. All right, so go ahead and kill you. Might have to stop actually drawing all these cards at some point. Alright, well, Blood Glutton looks a lot less necessary now. You're gone, buddy. I kept thinking I would cast you, but now what I think I'm going to do... They're at 8. Oh, man. Okay. Alright, so... I think we'll play this Wall of Runes, see what's up. So I can kill this with Scorching Dragonfire. Plus, you know, discarding stuff. I just don't think it's going to be worth it. And I think I'm actually going to play this land. And... especially because they would draw 2 every time I do it. And it's a May as well, so that certainly matters. Alright, yeah, so I think we just pass the turn here, leave up all our mana for shenanigans. Okay. Read the Tides has a good chance at helping us find our way out of this. They have 7 cards left and we have 9. It's a crazy world we're living in here. So... am I just willing to take 5 here? Or should I block and only take 1? If I block and only take 1, this does become a 4/4. But I don't think that matters to me a whole lot. So, I think we'll block, preserve our life total a little. Alright, so we're actually going to Dragonfire in response to that. And... discard a land to kill that. And discard a land to kill this. Alright, so we are at 8 cards. Yeah, I think we draw 3. I think we can just win here. Maybe. Okay, so do we really want Prismite? Probably not. So I think what I do here, even though it's kind of weird, is actually bounce their Warden. That way they have basically no chance of killing me. It does draw them 2 additional cards. Yeah. Maybe we just play this. Yeah, we'll play this body. It's good to have a body. And then I think we do just end our turn. If it weren't for Sporeweb Weaver, man, we'd be in good shape. I guess if I'd bounced this, it would have drawn 2. Yeah, that would have been interesting. Okay, so you're giving that trample. Okay. That's not good news in terms of gaining life. How much green mana do they have? They have 3 green mana. So... yeah. So they can make it a 5/5, which isn't big enough to survive, is the good news. So maybe I do just try to make them deck themselves, huh? They're at 5 cards right now. So... Interesting. Alright, I'm going to take the 5 here. This is a May effect, though. That's one thing to remember. So we probably have to stop drawing extra cards here. So, Sanctum. Yep, I think we're going to decline, sadly. Unfortunately, they have enough life to survive. Oh, unless they don't. And I don't think they do. Oh, except when this takes damage, they gain life and make a saproling. Yeah. Let's think here. I think I bounced the Warden, as crazy as that seems. We can bounce our Ghostlight too. Yeah, that seems pretty good. And we're gonna hold on to these lands and end our turn. Man, stop gaining life. Making my life difficult. You'd have fewer cards than me, though. That's the good news. Well... we don't really want them to gain life, actually. Nice. So... we're gonna roaming Ghostlight here. Why do they keep saying oops? Just to be jerks. Oh, because I played a land? That's a pretty good reason to oops, actually. Yeah. So, I can attack them for 4 in the air, but is that worth it? I guess if I attack them for 3, it means I have lethal next turn. Oh, I can't attack for 3, though. Alright. This has been a wacky game. They're down to 1 card. This is not a May effect, so they can't play any of their big creatures. Okay, so you're going to block there. And we're going to take 2. Interesting. Doesn't that just mean I win the game now? I kind of think it does. Yeah. Woo! That was a fun game. I think they did it on purpose because they knew they were going to lose. So it wasn't really an oops. Ugh. Ugly. This mana's too ugly, I think. This isn't a whole lot better, but I think it's enough better. See you later, discontinuity. Should I eliminate this? I probably wait, because they might, if they pump mana into it, I 100% use eliminate on it. If they don't, I just take it, I think. Yeah, so I'll take it. See if they play something more concerning, and I think overall that is a more concerning card to me. Alright, so we're actually going to play our Singer here. Do I block here? I mean, I think we do. I just think we have such a better late game, in theory, that going for the block here, making them pump mana just to kill our Singer is worth it. Okay. Does kind of suck to get both our red Sanctums, but at least I can discard one to the other. Ouch. Okay, well, does give me something else I can trade, if nothing else. We really need to draw a swamp or any land, actually, to get back Eliminate. I feel like if we can do that, we're going to be in great shape. Oh, I can kill that. Yeah, so we're going to resolve. And while we can, we'll kill it. Nice. That worked out for us, I think. Ooh. That's not good, though. That's going to be tricky to deal with. I can actually block and grasp it, so it's actually not that tricky. I have to leave up 4 mana for that, but that will work. Oh, I forgot about this combo. I definitely should have grasped in response there. We might just be dead now. There's a good chance we are. If I grasped in response, it would have made a difference, albeit not a huge one. Alright, so I think we just take this. There's a chance they can double up its power and just kill us, but I think if that were the case, we just have to live with it. Okay, that is pretty good news. I wish I had more black mana around. Because I think basically we need to grasp and block. So, yeah, they can kill our Glide Master. If I had one more black mana... So if I block this, I'm dead. I mean, unless I grasp, yeah, so... They'll kill my Glide Master here, but I guess maybe I just let them do it. Eh, it doesn't seem worth it. Alright, so I think we just have to end our turn here and pray. Okay. Oh, I think that means we might be dead no matter what now. Pretty close. Pretty close to dead no matter what. Okay. Alright, and then we hope this works. And go to 1. You're shocking it? Oh, so you make sure it dies. Can we make it? We might find our way out. It's unlikely, but... Okay, so what we gotta do here is... eliminate the magma. Oh, crap. You got bigger. That's less than ideal. Okay. We do have a creature that can block it, though. God. Can we stabilize at 1? Unlikely. Okay, now we might be in business. Oh yeah. Please don't draw a way to kill me. Okay, so we hold on to this land, obviously enough. I think they must have meant to shock me. I don't know what they were doing there. Is it better to just kill this outright here? Yeah, probably. We still have grasp up, so... I really need... That's not good. That Sanguine Indulgence is not good news. Although, I think we can get away with playing the Glutton this turn. Yeah. Glutton plus Grasp is a real way to take this thing down. I would love to draw a land here. It's not a land. Well, we're in some trouble now. Now, we're not dead, but we are in some trouble. Alright, so we're gonna try to do this again. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Well, you're not a land either, but you guys sure can block. Alright, so I think we double block. Not bad. So, yeah, player Ghost Light. I think we're more interested in bouncing the Magmut, mostly because we need to preserve our life total at this point. Them gaining life isn't ideal, certainly, but it's also not the end of the world. Okay. I mean, I definitely block this thing if it rumbles here. Yay, a land. Doesn't quite do as much as we would have liked it to earlier, but I think we still hold on to it. Well, that's not great news. It is something we can survive for now, but it's not great news. Nice. So I think we just go ahead and take this guy down. Okay. Alright, well, I think we take this 4. Got there. Woo! We stabilized at 1. It got a little sketchy, but we got there. Hey, you know, we kind of drafted a wacky deck on purpose. And we're doing better than we did with our first deck, which was a little more serious. So there you go. Got all our mana here and 2 Sanctums, which is awesome. So definitely a keeper. I guess we don't have double black yet, but we'll get there. Thank you for the sub, Avalanche. I'm very happy our opponent has a slow start here. I'm less happy about that. Oh my god. Are we just gonna do the Shrine Curve Out here? I'm down with the Shrine Curve Out. I did cast Discontinuity once, and it did actually kind of matter, I think. Alright, so I think we kill the Canopy Stalker with our Dragonfire. So I'm not actually going to curve out here, mostly because I think killing that Canopy Stalker was important. Alright, so it probably means we take a hit from Igneous Curve, but I think that's fine. Now that we turn all of our things into, yeah. Yeah, those are 2 not insignificant creatures. I mean, those are some big boys. That's for sure. Okay. I think I discard Glide Master here. I'm actually going to play this land. I think I need to get the second swamp in play with our grasps, so then I'm going to go ahead and eliminate Gadrak. And I'm going to Oh, crap. I did not mean to do that. Obviously enough. I meant to discard it, not play it. So... that's not good. Woo! That's not good either. Take 7, yeah. Okay, so yeah, Protege, see you later. Discard this Swiftwater Cliffs. And I should have left black mana up, but you know, it's whatever. So we're gonna take this 4. Yes, please. Give me a bunch of cards. All right, man, that was a crazy hand, but this, you know, we drafted a wacky deck that didn't feel like it would do that well early. Like, our first game was ugly, but since then, we did get one win where opponent punted, but... I think we took the Black Shrine with an early pick ratio basis, and then it just sort of, yeah. Just sort of came together. Do I want to keep this? With my opponent going first, this is an incredibly slow hand. We do have double Sanctum, but it's not the 2 you really want. I think we probably have to mulligan. Yeah, this is a lot better. Like, miles better. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Glutton. So I think I'll play the Arcanist here, just in case we draw something we want to play. Do I just go ahead and play a Sanctum here? I actually don't think I do. Mostly because it doesn't do anything on this board. It just, like, exists for now. Yeah, same thing here. I think we just play our Fetid Imp. The black one is by far the strongest, especially because it's actually good on its own. So, yeah. Blarg. We could use a Grasp of Darkness right about now. Okay, well. It's not exactly what I wanted, but... yeah, we'll play... I guess we'll also play the Glide Master here. It does mean I don't have mana up for Death Touch, but I think that's okay. Interesting. I could have played that second main phase instead. I'm gonna take 4. Uh-oh. We are not in great territory here, but we've already 4-3'd with this deck at worst, and I'm pretty happy with that. Because it's been a lot of fun. Alright, who's gonna rumble here? Just him, huh? Well, I suppose we'll kill it. Of course, it means our opponent gets to draw a card, but whatever. Thank you for the sub, Dragon Master. Or follow, and thank you for the sub, Avalanche3124. Uh-oh. There's opponents going too big for us, and I don't like it. Oh my god. I think we're in trouble here. We've mostly gone up against decks that have tons of stuff we can kill. Ooh. Damn. We don't have the third blue mana we need. That's not good. That is not good. Okay. So I think I'm going to double block this. Yeah, so that's 3 damage. You can't kill both of them. Take this 5 to the face. Yeah, I don't think... This one's going to be a hard one to make an epic comeback in, that's for sure. At least we kill this. Well, well, well. I think we're pretty much dead. Yeah, if we only get 1 shrine, we don't win, is basically what we've seen so far. Which is not much of a surprise. Alright, so I think you're going to go ahead and chump block, and I'm going to go to 5. Actually, I go to 3. Man, I could almost discontinuity. Yeah, we don't want decks who play big boys that fast. I think discontinuity is playable. It did work out for us once today, but we've had a hard time getting 3 blue. Yeah, that's true. The black or blue shrine is pretty good to get. If you have to have just 1, you don't really want the red one. But we unfortunately have 2 copies of the red one. Come on, let's just get the 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana shrine. Let's get that curve out going. Okay, I do think this is keepable, partly because of scry and looting. We do have our red shrine and not the mana to play it, but I think that's fine. Mulligan until you get a 2 shrine hand. Whew. That'd be brave. I think I probably play the Backwater tapped on turn 1. Playing Wall of Runes actually on turn 1 doesn't matter in most games of Limited. Like, how often is my opponent going to play something that can actually threaten me, that playing it on turn 1 will prevent the damage? And as we can see... Okay, well, actually, now I probably do it, because now I drew black mana so I can play my Imp next turn. Nice. Now I'll be playing that next turn, obviously enough. So... Opponent's off to a slow start, which I think is good news for us. No! Okay, fine. Take my red shrine away. I can't cast it right now anyway. I'm glad I played the black one when I did. Ugh. Here's hoping they can't actually make it work, you know? Griffin Aeries nasty, though. I wonder if they're a shrine deck. Kind of feels like they might be. Alright, Fetid Imp. Take that. And we'll play Teferi's Protege. I don't know, I think the red one is incredibly weak on its own, too. They're playing, like, every color, so... Look at that. Is this the first game we've done damage with something that isn't a shrine? No, I think we got in for some early hits before. Alright, time to draw. Net a card every turn, an extra card every turn, and drain them for 2 every turn. Oh, okay. I see. They are a shrine deck, as we suspected they might be. So, we're going to go ahead and discard this island. We'll be able to play Discontinuity soon enough. And... yeah. We can Discontinuity in response to one of their shrine triggers, potentially. Man, they have so few creatures that it almost seems worth it to grasp this thing. I'm gonna do it. I don't really want to discard cards if I don't have to. Even drawing extra. Okay, so... the Arcanist helps us cast Discontinuity next turn. And there aren't enough creatures dying that I think Caged Zombie is great, although maybe I'm thinking too much about casting Discontinuity. I probably am. It's probably better to just play a body. I could have Discontinuity'd in response to that to counter the shock, basically, but I'm not impressed with that idea. I think they must have more shrines than we do. But we got ours online first, so that's worked out for us. Okay. Okay, this time I do think I'd hold on to the Arcanist. Leave up all this removal. Plus a bounce spell. And nothing happens. Okay, so... discard the Cliffs here. So I think we attack them for 3. We have cast Discontinuity once, and we're about to do it again. Is it better to just cast Blood Glutton? I don't think so in this case, because they're dead when I cast Discontinuity. So... Yeah, so we trigger this, and we get there. That discontinuity animation's kind of underwhelming for a time walk effect, pseudo time walk effect. And we're at least going to be 5-3 with this thing. It feels pretty good. Ooh. This hand doesn't, though. I probably mulligan this. This does help me loot and stuff, but man. Ooh, this is even worse. Alright. This is acceptable. I think I want to hold on to the Ghost Light. Yeah, I think we do. I mean, even though we're not very close to it. Mulliganing to 5 was not the plan there. Oh, I think we kill this before anything can happen. We are going to be able to play our Ghost Light on turn 5, so... Ooh, they don't have anything. Okay, I'm glad we drew all these lands and stuff, given what our hand was, but now I'd like to stop drawing them, please. Can we stop? So, if they play something here and we bounce it with Ghost Light... Which is what we're going to do, but it's not going to feel quite as good as it would against most things. Yeah, so I think we attack. Let me play the Ghost Light. Bounce the token. Yeah, our deck has definitely rewarded us. So, you know, having to mulligan to 5 wasn't ideal, but I can live with it. I think we're just going to take this 3. If we had, like, our normal hand that we've had most of this draft, I would probably trade there. But it didn't seem worth doing. Okay, so we are officially out of gas here. We'll end our turn. I haven't gotten to play with this card yet, which is kind of sad since I love geese. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. We actually have a pretty good board state for blocking, though. So if we can just draw all 3 shrines in a row here, which I think is a reasonable thing to expect, I think we're in good shape. So I'm going to block there and just take the other 3. Actually, it tramples, so we're going to take more than that. Oh. Ouchies. Okay. Ah. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so... I think we have to make this game go long. All 3 of these creatures have entered the battlefield triggers, so this is certainly not ideal. However, I think it is what we want to do. I think we want to return Gaggle Master and Pride Malkin. And I'm going to attack with my Ghost Light. Yeah, Feat of Resistance was pretty sweet last time we saw it, too. My poor Ghost Light. So they can play Pride Malkin and attack here, and I can't really block. Yeah. Looks like it's going to be 5-3, but I'm very happy with the 5-3 with this deck because it was a lot of fun. Right, we're going to take 5. Go to 1. Ooh. I think that buys us a turn. Not that that matters a whole lot, but... Well, now it doesn't. But I'll take it, man. That was a really fun deck. Probably the most fun I've had in this format so far, even though the blue-red decks are fun. I mean, I've enjoyed a lot of decks, but anytime you do something weird and unconventional and you do relatively well with it, feels pretty good. Feels pretty good.